hold on. cut. You know what I'm saying? So I was
Tarantino that shit.
You are now tuned in to Direct Shooters, the newest podcast out. Hey, yo, shoot that.
Yo, what's going on, peoples, man? Welcome to the newest podcast out, Direct Shooters. I'm your boy, Ahzel. Right here where we're going to talk about the relationship between directors and artists. Also going to talk to entrepreneurs and how critical video content and photography is to them. We're going to be talking to other directors and questioning them about how they got to the level that they're at, the things they had to go through, and the process of getting there. So with that being said, man, first guest right here with my boy. Good dude, engineer, artist, producer, overall just a real one. You know what I'm saying? My boy Kash Prodigy.
Man, thank you, man. I appreciate you, Ahzel.
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
It's a blessing, man. It's good to be here, man. Thank you.
For sure, brother. You know, we've been doing things for a while now, and it's good to see each other grow.
It's a blessing, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Every day, man, you know, starting off from where we came from to where we at now and just kind of watching the growth, man. Like, honestly, it's a blessing every single day.
Hell yeah, for sure. So tell people a little bit about you, man. You know what I'm saying? What's your name? Where you from?
Well, shit, you ain't told everybody already. You told them, straight up. All right, I'm an artist. You know, my name is Kash Prodigy, artist from Inglewood, California, you know. Really just been, started off as a rapper, really got good at songwriting, got to a point where I ended up, getting big into engineering and, everyone probably has a bit of a story of how they, learn a new craft, things like that. But,
sure.
I started strictly with the rapping thing. Rapping was just what it was. We was out here competing with motherfuckers every time, so just kind of building that vibe and, making a name for ourselves and just kind of growing within it, man. And just now you hear Kash Prodigy, you hear him as now not only an artist who's out here performing, but you see him out here mixing some of the hottest artists, records right now coming up.
Right.
Right. So, and hell, even doing a little bit of production too. So,
Yep.
It's been a blessing, man. It's really been a blessing to where we're going.
Nah, I've heard it. I mean, I heard you coming up from your old mixes to your new mixes. This shit sounds mad legit. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
How long you been in the industry?
Well, when it comes to rapping, man, I've been rapping, man. It's now been about, I want to say at least 12 years, serious.
Yeah.
To where, everybody says that they might have been rapping since they was 12 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Serious, taking it serious. I've been rapping roughly since I was about 21.
That's right.
Solid,
That's right.
really taking it serious and, competing and just kind of showing everybody a different version, and the growth.
Yeah.
The growth of coming from somebody rapping about some bullshit, during a time where, Jerk was popping and things like that, so kind of really elevating it to where we at now. And, it's you hear me now, bro.
That's
you
right.
You see how far I've come within within the bars. I definitely got to a point where I'm in the talks.
There you go.
I'm in the talks.
As you should be. Over all those years, the podcast is called Direct Shooters. Mm-hmm. So it's the relationship between the director and the artist, right?
Yes, sir.
So over that amount of time, we'll say roughly 10 years, something like that, how many music videos have you shot? And really what went into that as far as the relationships or picking those directors or videographers to shoot with?
Well, I'll start with as far as videos, man. I want to say honestly, I'm probably about eight videos in right now.
That's right.
Whether it's just videos that I've worked with, with Yellow Tape, or if it's videos that I have another director that I used to work with, prior to me working with Yellow Tape, Chips Clips.
Okay.
So he was another up-and-coming videographer, out in, I want to say he's out in Long Beach.
Okay.
So I was able to work with a lot of, up-and-coming videographers on that end. A couple other ones, I'm not just, I don't remember all their names,
sure.
But,
Little shooters,
yeah,
big shooters,
we got some people here and there.
Yeah.
Another cat, Yellow Tape is very familiar with him too, a guy named Snoops.
Oh, yeah.
So
Shout out to
he
Snoops,
shot
man.
out some videos for me too. So, like I said, I got a chance to work with some of the best, videographers, directors out here on the side,
That's right,
honestly.
that's right.
So, it's been a blessing. I will tell you the best ones I have worked with, man, it's been Yellow Tape. Yellow Tape has been able to like really create a whole different atmosphere when it comes to creating my videos.
That's
you
right.
know, bringing the vision.
Yeah.
You know, because I have a vision. You know, sometimes it's not easy working with Cash.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm an artist, director, and this is one of my good friends, man. So Yellow Tape, he's talking about Yellow Tape Entertainment. It's everything. We've been collaborating. I mean, I know we've got like 3 solid videos, maybe 4.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
First one with Jinx and all that, but we'll get into that a little later.
Yes, sir.
But definitely everything that we collaborated on has been gold.
Gold, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Still doing it.
Like, honestly, like, you pushed me to that next level to, like, do better and, like, really artistically just get better at my craft. You know what I'm saying? And we always made something out of nothing.
That's
like, that was the thing. Like, we show up and we make it, even down to the Jinx video.
Yeah.
We're in a Motel 6. You know what I'm saying? We're in a Motel 6 with, like, 10 dudes inside there. You know, and a couple girls, and we literally have 4 walls to try to make
shit
it look
happen.
like we making shit happen.
Motherfuckers can't even fit in the whole place, so it got to a point we couldn't even fit in there.
No, yeah.
You know?
So we're literally moving around the bed, right, making it look like different areas of the scene. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We really made that happen. You know, what do you think are the key factors in when like deciding like who to work with and stuff like that? Is it financial? Is it creative? Is it their portfolio?
When we honestly,
or it's just the budget.
You know, and it's crazy. Like when we talk about like budgets and we talk about the financial aspect of it, it's really, you know, I'm a big type of person that's like, hey, if we're gonna pay for something, you get what you pay for.
Definitely.
You know, so there's plenty of up-and-coming videographers, things like that can do a video for you, a couple $100s, and, you know, not truly bring the vision to life.
Yep.
And that's been something that I've always seen. Like, for me, I'll pay a few thousand for a music video if the vision's put together right.
That part.
You know, it's really, like, when we think about budget, you think about what is your investment. You know, we always say we always have a budget for something, but sometimes you have to look at it as, okay, well, this is what can take me to the next level. So what am I willing to invest in myself to create this vision? Definitely. You know, so that's pretty much what a budget is. I mean, you know, when we say budget, it almost has a negative connotation of, you know, I have only $100 or I have only $200 that I can spend, but not necessarily true. You might have more that you can invest into yourself, you know, so I kind of steer away from the budget, but it also has to do with how good they are, you know, the respect aspect also, you know, are able to communicate? Are you listening? You know, and same thing, is it reciprocated? You know, how's the chemistry? Like, are we able to, you know, sit here and create a vision and draw out a map of what we're going to do and be able to, you know, collaborate in that aspect. So it's a lot of things that goes into finding the right videographer. You know, it's like I said, for like me and you, we've come up and we've become, you know, the best of friends, you know, just based off of us being able to collaborate and work together and bring these visions to life. So
for sure.
That perfect example, you know?
Perfect example. And you also helped me on plenty of videos that I've shot in, you know, so, you know, that aspect side of it as far as artist and director, like I said, originally is what I started as, you know what I mean, artist. So I feel like when I shoot videos, I shoot them like if I was that artist and how I would want that video to look, you know. So I feel like I said earlier, my background of music helps me out with these artists and helps me out with these commercials and helps me out with these things like that. So typically, like, what would be an average cost or rate are you willing to pay? Like, you know, like you said, you know, budgets is skeptical. You know what I'm saying? It's to each your own. You know what I mean? Like you said, how far are you trying to take it? If you're just trying to create content and just trying to put it out, I'm gonna spend a minimum. If you're trying to have it up and above, you're gonna spend a little bit more. You know, when you really believe in something, you're gonna spend on it.
True, and I think the best way to kind of come up with an understanding of, you know, how much you really want to spend is understanding what's your project. You know, are we wanting to create a single? Are we wanting to create an album where we're doing multiple videos? You know, it goes back to like the budget talk and the investment talk. You know, if we're looking to put out a single, then yes, you want to put, you know, a nice amount of money behind what you're going, your vision,
definitely.
Because it's really just kind of really pushing that idea. If you're working an album, in certain cases, maybe it's a good way to create that vision and not also kill yourself too financially, so
True.
in some cases it's still investing in yourself, but also seeing the grand scheme of what your project is going to be. A lot of times you really,
like, what is it gonna take to, like, because when we include budget, not only are we including like the director's fee or the day rate or whatever, but we also have to think about other things like models, right? We have to think about rentals, cars. We have to think about possibly gear,
location. Sometimes you have to pay for locations.
Who you're shooting with, he might be a super freelance guy, and he just has a camera and a light. You know what I mean? And he may not have all this gear or all this stuff.
True.
So that's where budget to me comes in. Because when I ask people what's the budget nowadays, when I ask them, I'm not just looking out for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm looking out for the whole production.
Exactly.
I'm looking at, like, what can we bring to the table? You know what I'm saying? If you just want me, this is what the rate's going to be. But if you want to, like, take it to the next level, how far can we take it?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
you get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for.
If you want me to be out here skydiving and out of a plane with
I always compare, like,
you gotta pay for that.
You want to jump out of a, exactly. You want to jump out of a plane like Puffy and with flames coming down on your parachute.
Follow behind you, like behind your boat, like Johnny Quest or something. I'm gonna need you to pay.
Exactly. You gonna pay up.
Yeah. No. And I think that also as an artist, and also kind of stepping into the role of a videographer as well. I'm starting to have a different respect and understanding what a videographer goes through, because a lot of times you think about an artist, they're not in that role.
Yeah.
A lot of artists, they're in the role of just being an artist, a songwriter, rapper, go to the studio, spit some bars, go out, live their life.
True.
That's a rapper's life.
Oh, that's that man,
but they don't see what
what
the videographer does. They don't see that you shoot the video and it's not over. You still gotta edit.
Man.
you still have to send it out and get, feedback from this person and make sure all of this is right before it's actually done. So I think
before the artist even sees it.
Yeah, and so I think a lot of that I take in consideration, when it comes to, paying for a video. I take that in consideration.
Well, that's
I think
good,
about that.
A lot of artists, I could say right now, a lot of artists don't.
They don't.
A lot of them, man, they could spend, or their label will spend a lot of money on something, and them not even show up.
Exactly.
I've been in situations like that where they don't even show up. So it's like they don't respect the art sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So it could get down on you as a director or videographer. Like, you're over here, you take it real serious. We got thousands of dollars set up here. We got this and that. And you just show up when you want, bro. To me, that's the easiest part.
I showed up 3 minutes late.
My guy shows up early every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't play. Like,
on it.
He over here helping out with the project. You know what I'm saying? I worked with a lot of artists, too, that really take their craft serious, where they envision themselves bigger and better. And they're willing to put up a light, hold this, hold that. Especially being independent. You kind of got to do it all.
It's not easy, man. I've learned to love it, though.
No, for sure.
I've learned to love it. That's one of the biggest things is, you work so hard and, sometimes you got to take a little step back and you just look at it and you're like, okay, I've done this. No,
for
I've
sure.
done this and we're not done.
No, definitely ain't done.
I see it.
When you, can you give me an example of, like, can you give me an example on, like, when you try to go the low budget route?
Oh.
And when you try to, like, invest in yourself a little bit more, like, are those the big differences?
It's also, I also say, when it comes to dealing with, like, low budget videos, when you're working with low budget videos, I've worked with videographers in the past coming up, learning how to do, videos, and they're just shooting, and we're talking about in a regular parking lot with a little ass damn camcorder moving around, screens, and it's a huge difference, especially when you're trying to figure out your targeted audience. When it comes to your audience and, expectations of being an artist, which is kind of changed nowadays.
Yeah.
You're starting to see it's a lot easier for artists to now, pop. because now people are starting to see that, you know, celebrities are not like superheroes like they used to be. So when it comes to creating the craft,
celebrity now.
Exactly. Everybody's now a celebrity.
Yeah.
You know, so when it comes to the creating of the craft, you know, you got to think of it like a lot of these people, they don't fully go in it, you know? So
they don't commit to it like
they don't commit to it, man. So it's a tough one, bro.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. So
I feel you. Are there like any artists that you look up to as far as like you see their craft artistically, right? Visually. And I feel like bigger artists like that, they have their go-tos.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like me and you work together constantly, right? Because you find it's like having like an artist having a producer, right? You continuously go back to that producer because he got your sound down. He knows what you like. You know what I'm saying? You show up, the vibe is right, everything's straight. I feel like that's the same thing with our relationship.
Yeah.
You know, directors and artists. Like, I feel like if someone's there and they shoot you and they nail it, you know what I mean? Like my boy CY. We're going to get into it. I'm going to have a podcast with him, too.
Shout out to CY.
Shout out to my boy, CY. We're going to get into it with him. But, you know, we built a relationship. Same thing like you and I. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like it was just natural, organic.
Yeah.
You know, and our thing was organic. Are there any big artists that you kind of see out there that you're like, man, I like the directors he's working with, or those are the type? I honestly look at, like, Kendrick's videos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when I see Kendrick's videos, I'm like, damn. That's something I want to shoot.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think that also goes back to, you know, what you're willing to pay for your videos, what you're willing to invest in yourself. When it comes to somebody like Kendrick, he's well invested into himself.
For sure.
We've seen since day one, Kendrick has been invested into himself, and it's staying consistent. You know, staying consistent, and then bringing his vision. So everyone has, that goes, you know, when we talked about, you know, what is your plan, what's your attack, what's your plan for your project? You know, and you see when Kendrick comes out with a project, he has a plan.
Yeah.
It's not just, you know, let's put this out and shoot some videos.
Yeah.
He has a plan.
Yeah.
Which is why Kendrick's in the position that he's in.
True.
You know, so it is something where you want to get in a position where you know what your plan is and then what you want to spend.
Yeah.
You know, what you're willing to invest in yourself. If you want, it goes back what I say, hey, if you want your videographer to jump out the plane with you, you know, you got to pay for that.
Yeah.
You got to pay for that. So, you know, if it's me and I'm looking to shoot a video that I'm looking to, you know, easily hit over a few million, you know, views, things like that, I know I'm going to have to put some money down.
For sure.
It's gonna take some money to make these things happen because none of this stuff is cheap. None of this stuff is free. You know, whether you got relationships with these people or these people, you know, it costs money to get to that next level.
For sure.
You know, so yeah, you gotta respect it. You definitely gotta respect it.
Yeah. Actually, going back to that, I respected you as an artist when the first time you and I and Jinx worked together.
Appreciate it.
You know, the music was slapping, right? The energy
always high.
Was always the energy's always been high since the jump,
always.
Man. Me and my boy Cash, man, we got nothing but good times. You know, we're working, man, but we're living it up at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's always been high. That first one, what did you feel like the connection we had as far as like director and what did you feel about the video?
So if I'm not mistaken, we're talking about the work video, right?
Work video, yeah.
Work video. Man, let me tell you about that work video. Work video was probably one of the dopest videos coming in at that time, just because when me and Jinx kind of collaborated on the song, it was actually Jinx coming to me with the beat.
Yeah.
Jinx had a beat already.
Yeah.
And there was times that, you know, me and Jinx might have had, like, we was just in the car and we was listening to beats, going through just beat surfing, just rapping, rapping. Sure. And then that's kind of how we were able to kind of build that, you know, that chemistry within our songs. We were able to collaborate, and it's like that. We just go in, it's easy. You sound good on the track, you know.
Y'all had a mesh.
Yeah, we had that mesh, you know. Sure. And shout out to Beyond Blake. Beyond Blake was also on that track, you know, my boy who got on the hook.
Okay.
You know, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we was able to kind of really come together, and you know, it's funny because one morning, and it was like how you say, man, Cash gonna be on time. You know, Cash gonna be on time, early. If not early. You know, so that's how it was. We when we did that song, we recorded that. Mind you, this is before I was even an engineer, because then I would have recorded this.
Yeah.
So beforehand, we had put that song together, and we went to one of Jinx's engineers, homies, and I can't even remember his name or anything, but went to him. We sat in there, man. It's probably like fucking 8 o'clock in the morning, bro.
Damn.
I'm sitting there with a damn cup of coffee, bro. Like, and we just, you know, and it's just like, hey, we gonna put this together. We create this project, and we just put it together, bro. And it was just like, it was. He hadn't even heard my verse yet. I haven't heard his verse yet. I didn't even know what the hook was. I just walked into a situation, you know, you know, because we didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Put it together, and then we brought the vision to you, and after that, it was it, you know. So when we, you know, when it was just got to a point where I was able to, you know, and those are my homegirls too, you know, shout out to them, you know, we don't need to say their names, but shout out to the ladies, you feel me? Made it easier for the project, and they understood the vision based off of what we were talking about, you know. It was for the strippers.
Yeah, well,
it was a song for the strippers, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. The song was definitely for something like that.
It was for the strippers,
it was work.
you know.
They were working.
It was work,
I mean?
You know, and it's just like how we work, how we come to work, you know. It's just like, you know, these ladies, they have jobs, you know. They, you know, whether they stripping or they working at an office, you know, that's what their job was. So they understood a song like that because they would go out of town and go, you know, work in Atlanta or go work over, you know, in this state, this and that, you know. So that's why it meshed so well. And then when we were able to bring the video together, it was perfect. You know, we did it in this little ass hotel room, small ass hotel room, where we got, like you said, like 20 niggas there, you know, and then we just got a couple females there, and they doing their thing. We throwing money, we doing all this and creating the image. And that came because we were able to collaborate properly with the videographer. Yeah. You came in, you had your boy come in and do the lighting. Yeah. You know, like,
shout out to my boy Mike.
Shout out to Mike. Like, we was able to create that.
That was his first music video that he's ever
That's crazy. You see how that
he's
worked?
ever like try to get on. And I think you guys it was a wow factor for him. He was like, he never been in a situation like that before. He kind of more straight, and y'all turned him out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Mike
so he was like,
wait,
what's going on?
People.
I'm like, Mike, he ain't seen that many black people in a minute.
Mike was like, what in the, what is this? Mike, and shout out to Mike,
he had
because
a great time though, bro.
My man, he was so professional, man.
Oh yeah.
And that's one of the best
That's who
things.
keeps me on point. He keeps me on point. Yeah, and then I had to take him to the taco truck after.
Because you like to turn up sometimes.
we like to have fun, but we get the job done.
That part.
We like to have fun, but we get the job done.
That part.
You know what I mean? But it's always a good time. That's what I feel like. The energy has to be right. Yeah. You know, it can't just always be work. It's always got to be somewhat, you know, fun about it, right? But yeah, shout out to my boy Mike. That was a funny experience. I was like, yeah, Mike, get in there. Get in there. Do your thing, man.
Yeah.
And he had fun.
And of course, you know, one of those videos where, you know, of course, I got lit. You know, the ladies, we all got turned up.
Dude, you
everybody
had
was lit, you know.
2 girls and like 15 dudes in one little room.
But what did we do? What did we do?
Out.
We kicked all them niggas out.
We couldn't shoot in the thing, bro. Like, it was smaller than this space here, and you had like 20 dudes up in here. I'm like,
man,
bro, we barely have 3 cameras set up trying to figure this thing out.
Let's just say, if I need to call people out, we good.
No, we good. We good.
Yeah, it was stacked in there. You know, it was a lot of us.
Might as well show them some of the work, right?
Yeah, man, show them something.
Let me see. Which one do you want to pull up?
You want to show them work?
Because honestly, like, I think the one that really stands out to me is the one we shot in downtown LA. The with that model Vanessa or something like that.
Give me peace. Give me peace.
Give me peace.
Yep.
I felt like Give Me Peace was like.
That was masterpiece.
That one went up to another level.
Yeah.
Both. Yeah. You know, as an artist, I felt like that bumped you up to another level. Yeah. And it looked bigger. The production looked bigger. It was literally just me and you. Right?
With the things we put together, you know, and it's kind of why he looks that up. Give Me Peace. Yeah. When we put that together, it was really dope because we wasn't supposed to shoot a video there. First and foremost, we weren't supposed to shoot a video there. we got to the point where we had the hotel security people telling us like, hey, you guys bringing all this equipment in. Just make sure you guys are not around the pool areas and doing all that. And we don't give a fuck. This was what we do. We literally made magic happen.
Yeah, we did.
We never got kicked out.
Yeah.
You know, and it's all about how we vibe.
We almost got kicked out.
We almost got kicked out.
Almost got kicked out. But,
but we never got kicked out.
We swerved that. We swerved with that. I felt like here. So while this is playing, kind of just talk over it on, where we were at.
Yep, downtown LA. We got
My boy Kash Prodigy right there.
And me being a gentleman in most of my videos. And one of the things is, I get a lot of love.
Yeah.
And then I also have, like every other artist, you might have a select few that's like, man, this guy a narcissist or this and that. But I'm a gentleman. Look at me.
No, look at him.
Look at me.
Look at me. I saw like that quality. I love that angle right there, and then the B-roll. Her right there.
She did her thing, man. Shout out to Vanessa. She did a hell of a job. She was very professional, very respectful. And we showed her nothing but the most love and respect, and it was awesome. Sure. Had a great time. She even looked out and she stayed a little longer than what she was even supposed to, and that's shout out to her for that. So. I always like to show love to all of the the vixens, all of that. And they do their thing, man. Shout out to them for real.
Most of them do their thing.
Yeah, well,
Some of them, we have to talk. That's probably another one about booking models, and some of them might not show up.
You
might not show up. I'm professional, but for her, she was definitely professional. She was definitely came with it. And I felt like this one right here just kind of took it up to the next level, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was
right there in downtown LA, the street, just handling. And what was the budget on this one? What did you end up paying for this one?
Man, honestly, I think, and I want to, just be real, just based off of in total of what was paid, I probably ended up spending almost $2,000 for this video.
Oh, okay.
About $2K for this video.
The Sprinter, right? And
we're talking about the cars. We're talking about having the driver. We're talking about, having a team for the motorcycle. I brought out a motorcycle crew.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just, as you see, I didn't just have one motorcycle out there. I just shot a dude. No, I actually set up this plan. I created the vision and then brought it to you, and we blended it and we started adding stuff. When we did it, we never had thoughts of, doing a lot of these things, but then we kind of collaborated on that day, built that plan, and it just kind of really worked out, and it,
for sure.
I mean, just the what you did. I mean, look at that, man, bro. Look at the angles you did. That's crazy.
Right there, though, bro. Like,
and that video is still doing hits.
Still doing it. We shot this video 2 years maybe ago.
Yeah.
2 years.
Going into 2.
2 years ago. Yeah, man. So I feel like it's just got a higher production value.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't think it was just me.
Yeah.
Compared to like older stuff that we've done. I mean, man, I've done some crazy.
And that was just him for anybody that want to know. It was just him shooting. I was the artist behind that. So, I mean, I didn't have an opportunity to really help him throughout that. But he did that just him. That was strictly him. And that just lets you know how serious it is, So.
No, definitely. That was a good one right there, bro.
Appreciate it, man. I mean, like I said, you brought the vision. We kind of created that vision together. We collaborated on that. And, more to come. A lot more to come.
No, definitely, man. Hey, man, it's been good chopping it up with you. You know what I mean?
It's a blessing.
Straight
always.
Up. What kind of advice would you give other artists that are looking for, like, directors or who to work with? Like, all the way from, like, I would say starting off, because this podcast, I really want to relate it to people that want to get into the industry as far as, like, video production and photography and stuff like that. Uh-huh. But also artists that are watching on what could they look for as far as, when booking somebody or working together. Yeah. Or what is it? What kind of advice would you give these artists that are coming up?
My best advice for any artist coming up is do not ask for anything for free. First of all, even if you're not an artist, don't ask for things for free.
Yeah.
When it comes, and I only also say that because it goes back to, rapping's one thing. I don't have to rap for you.
Yeah.
I don't have to do those type of things.
Yeah.
When it comes to engineering, I've had people come to me and they're like, hey, can you mix this track for me? And when the song get hot, I want to pay you off. No. That's still asking for free. So it gets to a point where it goes back to investing in yourself. How much does it mean to you?
Yeah.
Because if it means something to you, you're going to pay for it.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
If it truly means something to you, you're going to pay for it.
Exactly.
I've learned that I was given handouts, and a lot of times with things that are given out to you, it's never what you expect it to be. I've been in positions where, people have helped me out in ways, and it's like they felt like I was indebted to them, which was my biggest test of me learning, okay, well, I need to pay for my own shit.
Yeah, I hate when they try to hold something over your head.
They hold it over your
head,
head, So for me, it's like when I think about that and I'm like, all right, let me pull out of that mindset of needing help, because there'll be a time where I just have me. It's only me.
Yeah.
Whether or not I do have help, you still want to get into the mindset of I need to do it.
No, for sure. Damn, that actually brings up another topic, though, because I'm kind of in that position right now where I've always been like that, right? Everything you see, everything's been built from the ground up independently. Didn't really ask for much, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like to grow it to the next level, you do need that help. And you do need that assistance.
True.
From little things, you know what I'm saying? Whether you have a PA, production assistant, whether you have an editing guy, whether you have something, I feel like you gotta invest. And if they're down with you, they'll be on for the ride from the beginning.
True.
And you may not have to give them anything. You may.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna be down with you riding in the beginning, right?
Yes.
They're gonna ask for the smallest. Be like, nah, man, I'm just here for the ride. Anything you give me, I appreciate.
True.
You know what I mean? And those are the kind of people that you want to grow with. Those are the people you want to kind of like stick around. And then I feel like if you got a good person as far as a director or engineer or whoever. Eventually it's going to grow into a relationship, so if you approach this engineer, this producer, this director and say, hey man, I'm a dope artist and I got talent, you know what I mean? But I don't like to work hard and I ain't got no money. They're going to be like, nah, bro, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? But if you approach them like, hey, this is what I got, man. You willing to work? Let's work. Let's handle some stuff. Boom. Okay. The rate might be this for now. Continue to stay on that guy, right? Continue to talk and communicate. Who knows? He might be like, hey, man, you really do got good music. You really got this. And I'm going to break that down. You know what I'm saying? Like for us, how many times have, I go above and beyond for all my clients, but as we grow closer, we just keep giving them that more effort.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people might take advantage, but those are the people you're going to have to steer away from. You know what I'm saying? But you start realizing who's who and what's what.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, I feel like artists shouldn't, first of all, come off and ask for shit for free.
At all. At all.
That's just not the way I go about it. But yeah, bro, I feel like, it's been a good conversation. Everything's been straight, man.
I mean, like you were saying, dude, it's a lot of growth. It's a lot of growth that you're really kind of like, and it's just even for us when we were coming up, it was probably a time where we didn't know all these rules or what was needed to get to how we are now. How we're able to like do this and we're able to understand that we need to have money for to invest in ourselves and getting the proper videographer to actually do the shootings and making sure that we have the proper beats and paying for beats and going through the full processes of all these things and understanding that it is a process that we all have to follow.
Yep.
So that has been like the most important thing, and then kind of understanding that that's what it is, that's how you get better. That's how you get better and grow, and that's how we've gotten to where we're at now.
No, for sure. Man, I appreciate it, man. And I honestly feel like I said, man, this is our first one, and we're growing in this new field here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I shoot a podcast with my homegirl, Brittany. Shout out to B. Williams.
Shout out to B.
Hillmatic podcast. And she's taught me a lot about that, too, about, getting out your comfort zone as far as, like, growing and adapting, right?
Yeah.
So this is our first podcast. It felt only right for me to bring you on because we tight.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Not only we tight, but we've worked on plenty of stuff musically, right? Engineer-wise, I engineered with you and Jinx. Right? I produce, and then all the way up to where we're shooting now with directing.
Yeah.
So I felt like, all that together, it was only right for you to come on and be relatable as far as like the people and let them understand you as an artist and what you're expecting and, you know, what you're looking for, man.
Yeah,
so.
and you know, this is just a start. I think that's the thing. Just one thing about being an artist, you know, and when we talk about motivating artists to keep going, it's knowing that there is no end until you say it's over.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no end. Like you see some of the biggest artists, they're not 21, 25.
Oh yeah.
You know, they're in their 30s, they're in their late 30s or mid 30s, things like that. You know, these guys are a lot older. Yeah. And you're starting to see like there is no time until you're ready. How many times have we seen Jay-Z retire?
That part.
You know, like when we think about that, it's really when you're done.
When you're done.
You know, so where we're at and where you're at, you keep coming up and just understanding that as long as you know where you want to go, there is no end goal.
So pretty much it's like age isn't a factor type
Age isn't a factor. You know, it's never been a factor when it comes to this game. It's never been a
factor. The only time it's a factor is when you're young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like because I remember when in my 20s, in my teens, it's like, man, that's old. 30's old. 40's old.
We was all like that.
You know what I'm saying? we were right. So I feel like when you're young in your 20s like that, you know, you think age is a factor. But in all reality, man, I'm just trying to clean up my mess from my 20s and my 30s.
That's funny you say
you
that because
I was
that. I was definitely that dude that was telling dudes like, I was like 21. Cocky little motherfucker.
Yeah.
Little cocky. 21-year-old just like, your old ass up. Y'all old, like y'all the old heads.
Thinking
like,
you know it. Thinking
y'all
you
don't
know
what y'all talking about. Y'all old, like y'all been here. Y'all talking about back when I used to do this. Man, that's old people talk. Like I used to be like that.
Yeah.
You know, and now I feel like I'm the old nigga at the club.
But
you know,
but you are what you feel like. I don't feel like that, nigga. I feel like I'll be going to these shoots with these young cats and we still keep up.
But you know what it is? I think it's this.
It's a mindset.
It's the mindset and the mental of, you know, I have a lot of young homies and I have a lot of older OGs, you know. So for like me, when I'm around the young cats, I hear what their aspirations are.
True.
And then I hear the old cats and they talking about marriage. They're talking about having houses and, you know, they're talking about they land and stocks and you know, like all this different stuff is, you know, there's that difference from the cats that are in they, you know, they 20s to they 30s to they 40s, you know, some even in their 50s. So, you know, I will say that when I look at it, you know, now being that middle person, I'm the middle one now, you know. I'm like, you know,
in between,
I'm right in between. You feel me? I just got here. You know what I'm saying? I just got here. I'm still young. You know, so a lot of cats. I'm still like I'm learning from the younger guys because I've seen a lot of these younger cats know how to get to you know the money fast. Man. And it's like they're not learning that from the older cats. They're figuring out other ways. Yeah. So you can learn from the young cats. You can learn from the old school. Cause, you know, like you can learn from everybody. That's one of the biggest things, being able to learn from everybody because everybody got something they could teach you.
No, for sure.
You know?
For sure. A win or a loss, you're still going to learn.
A win.
You know what I'm saying?
A win's a win, bro.
Yeah. Loss is a win too, man.
Yeah, loss is a win.
You know what I'm saying? There's so many things like that. But definitely you could learn things nowadays like you know, education is easy access nowadays. You know what I'm saying? True. And I feel like you could go anywhere and get familiar with the craft that you want to get into or whatever. You could really damn near learn anything. You know what I'm saying? You just got to put that effort and that time in. And a lot of people don't want to put that effort and that time in.
They don't want the process.
They want the easy road.
They don't want the process, bro.
Because I do agree with you on that as far as like young cats, you know, they know how to get to this money too. You know what I'm saying? They get into it.
They get into it.
That's you know what I'm saying? And I wish there was a lot of things like, you know, market affiliations and stuff like that as far as things I would have learned earlier. Yeah. Probably would have progressed me now. But we here now and we doing it. You know what I'm saying? And then never too late. You know, you're never too old. You just got to, you know, handle business.
Just keep going.
Just keep
going. Understand there is no timeline.
No.
You know, it's what you create. Mm-hmm. You know, if you want to go out there and do something that, hell, who said you can't be a doctor? You got to go do the work, though.
Yep.
You want to be a rapper? You got to do the work.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, this not just gonna be handed to you. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I was doing music. I was just taking it serious for 12. I've been doing it longer than that.
Yeah, I agree.
I've been doing it. I'm just talking about taking it serious.
Yeah, my first keyboard.
To where I'm not just, having little, BS little rap sessions and stuff like that, and just saying whatever to come to my head. To where now I'm here and I'm like, I'm invested in my craft. I have thousands of dollars worth of equipment now. Like I write my songs. I have books. I have, I read and I educate myself every day on the craft, and it tells within the art. You hear it in the songs, you and then it gets better. I think that's the best part, is it gets better. I think it's like even when a boxer, when they fight, first fight,
training,
boom,
bro. You just
and then you go to your second fight, boom, and then now you just notice like, damn, you're undefeated. You undefeated, but just because you go home and you practice.
Exactly.
You practice, and it takes a lot of practice to get to these levels, and understanding that, just like yourself, we have to practice.
Exactly.
It takes a lot to get to where we're at. We're not done.
And you got to start small. Don't see the final product.
We're not done, man.
Keep your head down, stay focused, keep working, and then you'll look back and be like, damn, I came a long way.
Long way.
You know what I'm saying? Just like J. Cole said, you want to be a better writer? Just write.
Just write.
You know what I'm saying? Just write.
It's easy. That's a simple answer.
Yeah, man. It's been good. Shit, I see you brought a little yellow tape bottle or something like that.
Man.
What you got right
you
there?
See what we sipping on? I mean? What your cup at?
I think we've passed the 5-minute mark.
Where your cup at?
Oh man,
I got this for you. I did get this for you.
Oh, did you?
I just drank a little. But I got it for you though. This was my gift to you.
We can waterfall it.
It's for Christmas. But I wanted to make sure it was good before you got it. Nowadays, I gotta make it before I give you. I gotta test it for you. I test the shit for you. So I want to make sure it was good.
Was this put in the budget?
Man, what budget? This was an investment.
Appreciate that.
It was an investment.
We could take it live right here if you want to take a shot.
Man, that's what you want me to go first. You want me to go first?
Yeah,
I've already took mine.
Oh man, we gotta get those, man.
Where the yellow tape shot glasses?
We're working on those.
Man, shout out to yellow tape.
Tape, man. A yellow tape one? Oh, okay. Oh, that's right.
Shout out.
Give me
the Mexico shot glasses, bro. Man, I'm not. You got me drinking out this shit like I'm outside the stove. Give me a damn shot. You see how this nigga? You see how he got me? You see how he got me? Yeah, he got me over here. Give me a Mexico shot glass. Give me a shit. Motherfucker go, might as well give me a paper bag. Got me drinking this shit like this. The fuck? Man, give me a damn Mexico shot glass. Damn it.
So look at right here. Came in with it.
Nigga, this shit say Amsterdam.
Nigga. Right there.
Oh, okay. This kind of hard.
You know what I'm saying? That's the YT. Shout out to my boy CY.
Okay, CY. Okay, I see you, man. My boy over here got
what I mean? YTE custom right there.
Let me see that. That's how it's Sakako?
Yeah, put it up to the camera. Put it up to the camera. Show them.
Sakako.
Show them that. Show them that.
Sakako, motherfucker.
Yeah.
We taking shots out of the Sakako. You feel me? Let me get you right.
Look at that.
Let me get you right. You
my
feel
boy,
me?
YTE right there.
Yeah, YT, your ass over here got the merch and shit. Let me get some.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hook you up with a shirt,
bro.
man.
Give me a Mexico glass.
That's the big boy too here.
Yeah, that's the grown. That's for you.
That's for you.
That's for you.
Oh, you scared?
Man, you gon'? Oh, you want the look?
No, it was good.
Oh, I got you. If you kind of light,
man. It's the first episode, man.
I brought
we
this
doing
for
it like
you.
that.
I
Come
told
on,
you,
man.
and I already sipped it. Yeah,
Aztec Warrior,
Aztec
homie.
Warrior.
No locked doors, dog.
You feel me? Cheers up. Cheers up.
Yeah, homie. Cheers up.
I got you, my brother.
There you go.
I gave him a lot too. I gave his ass a lot.
We gonna be ready for the next episode.
Caught up to me.
Welcome to the next episode.
And then, I want to, just let you know.
Damn, that shit was a lot, bro. That shit went down big.
I got you a lot. I wanted you to enjoy your shot.
Nah, you good. I appreciate you, man.
That was just for you.
But Cash, I appreciate you coming out, man.
It's a blessing.
It's been an honor, a blessing, to grow this organically with the homies I know. You know what I'm saying? With my peoples. First guest on the podcast. And if you like this, man, please subscribe, comment. If there's any other artist, director that you want to see come out, leave a comment, drop a comment. We'll get back to you. And like I said before, man, this right here, this podcast is for directors and artists and the relationship between them. The way we're gonna grow business, you know, together, and how important content is, you know, even for the entrepreneurs, how important content is for entrepreneurs to come out and do their thing. So if you like more, man, welcome to Direct Shooters. Look forward to seeing more. We out. Peace.